the Midwest is great. One minute you can be warm and cozy sitting in your living room, and then the very next minute you can just take a peek at your phone and see that it's -1 degrees out Fahrenheit and it feels like -10 degrees out Fahrenheit. And then you continue on your death scroll and just kind of see the week ahead and the days ahead and the hours ahead, and nothing, absolutely nothing, looks promising. So what do? You say screw it. You put your boots on like a big boy and get your shit together and get on the road. Alright, so apparently I wait for the very coldest moment to go out with my camera. Today is Monday the 20th. It's a holiday, so I got the day off, and I figured I would use at least the morning to get outside because the last 2 days I've been a couch potato watching football. So I needed to get up and get out this morning. It's not terribly early, it's almost 8 a.m. But it's a little chilly. So what I was thinking was get out and do some macro, some frozen macro, but that is not a good subject today. I'm gonna shoot some frozen geese out on the rivers. I'm going down by the river right now. And guess what? It's always like a lot colder down by the river. So that's smart. But what the hell? You can always warm up. So here we go. So we just drove over the bridge right in downtown Yorkville, and I could see the river from the bridge, and there were a ton of geese frozen. It looked like, I don't know if they're frozen or not, but all huddled together like they do. So I'm gonna go up on the bridge first and then shoot down with my long lens. My 200 to 500 millimeter Nikon lens, which is my longest lens that I own, and I rarely use it, so figure I'd pop that out today and give it a whirl. So head out on the bridge. It's -2 according to my truck, so the wind is going to be howling out there over the bridge. This is going to be brutal, so buckle up. Alright, so right now I'm on aperture priority. You can see I got the big boy on 200 to 500, and just looking out, I like the sun at this angle. It's like a 45-degree angle, so I kind of like how the sun's hitting it. Definitely want to get closer, so I'll go down on the banks, but just wanted to get some overview shots while I was close to the bridge. So gonna do that, gonna walk further out into the middle of the bridge. That's where it's gonna be really, really cold. These gloves, Valerie gloves, they're okay, but they're not built for this kind of weather, but it's the best I've got. So anyway, gonna get a few frozen geese. I like how there's like a little island out there, and the frost and mist is blowing around the island, and so I'm going to get a couple of shots of that, and who knows what we'll be able to get when I get out in the center of the bridge. But it almost looks like there's a big eagle sitting up in this tree right over here to the camera right, and if it is, I'll get some shots of that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a bald eagle. Whoa, take it easy there, big boy. Watch where you're putting those big feet and you won't have that problem. I did manage, however, to get one shot of that bald eagle before he took off. So right now I'm at f9, aperture priority. ISO is 320. And quite honestly, these shots right here are not great, but that's definitely a bald eagle. I can see it from here. It's through the trees though. Took a few shots just for the heck of it. So we're gonna buckle everything down and we're gonna walk out there towards the center of the bridge. Holy crap. It's a little chilly today. I told you it was a crappy shot, but hey, there he is, and like I said, right through the trees. But speaking of crappy things, well, I'll come back to that in 1 second. There's the eagle, it just flew. We got a situation here with the D850. I've never really run across this, and it's got to be due to the cold, but if any of you Nikon D850 shooters have had this happen, let me know. I'm getting an error ERR message almost after every shot, and I can only get about 1 or 2 seconds of video without it going to dark, and then with the error message, it's got to be the brutal cold. But it's weird. I get the error message. There was nothing I could do to fix it. I mean, you see that ERR every once in a while, but usually it's because your lens is not on, usually it's a different, not this kind of lens, but the lens that you can switch the aperture. If that's not to like f22, you're going to get that message, but that's not what's going on here. And every time I get it, it goes to dark. I see the ERR, I just press the shutter release, take a picture, and it goes away. So, but then it comes right back after a couple more exposures. Has to be the cold, but that's a weird one. So, if any of you have come across this, please let me know in the comments. Holy cow. Alright, so I'm gonna keep going. I'm here. Gonna get what I can get out of the D850 before it totally freezes up. Alright, we're back in business. The battery froze up. Freshly charged battery. Just froze up and died like in 10 minutes in this weather. It was one of those knockoffs. Knockoff Nikon batteries, so doesn't surprise me too much, but we'll see how long the OEM Nikon battery lasts. I think in a minute we're going to go down by the river, by where the canoe chute is. But yeah, as you can see, I'm shooting handheld now because I just want to move faster, because who knows how long these batteries are going to last. Which means I'm going to get less video with the D850. Boy, baby. Alright, let's go down by the river. Well, closer to the river. Before I get out of this nice warm car, let me show you the images that I got from the bridge. You'll definitely notice a theme as you see these images, as I was really trying to emphasize and show the cold, and in some cases, the brutality of the cold. This one is by far my favorite and probably the best image of the day. It's just one of my only opportunities to shoot into the morning sun, and the morning sun gives you that warm glow, and contrasting it against the cold water and the steam coming off the water, it makes kind of a painterly image. I just love the subject, and you can faintly see the geese's shadow, or I'm sorry, its reflection on the right hand side, and it's just a painterly image for me, and definitely the best one of the day in my opinion. That being said, I show you guys a lot of the images, not nearly all that I took, but I show you a lot of the images, including the ones that are not all that great, definitely not my favorite. And I'm wondering what you all think about that. Should I just share? I think most photographers, they share their best work. Most artists, they're going to share their best work, and that's it, because they want you, the viewer, to think that that's all they do is shoot amazing images or paint amazing pictures. So I don't do that. I like to show you guys everything, the good and the not great. But I'd like to know what you all think. Am I showing you too many images, or is it just right, or not enough, or whatever? Let me know. I definitely want to hear. And then there's this one, and it's a little bit of a distant second place. Sitting in the truck for a minute, having a little bit of coffee. And my wife even packed me a piece of banana nut bread. So how nice is that? So, gonna take 2 to 5 minutes and warm up. Get a little warm coffee in the old belly. And then we're gonna go out here across the pedestrian bridge. Walk out to that island right out there and see what we can see. Oh baby, this is the good stuff right here. I like the ends so you have a lot more crust. But I already ate both of those. Oh, baby. As soon as I got across the pedestrian bridge, I was quickly reminded about how harsh and brutal this cold can be. The wind cut through me like a blade, but it wasn't just the sting of the air that made me pause. Lying motionless on the ice was a stiff, frozen Canadian goose. A stark, silent reminder that winter in this area doesn't care who or what you are. It takes without mercy. I stood there for a moment, the hum of the distant traffic going across the bridge over the river, disconnected from this frozen scene, then pressed on, my breath hanging in the air like a ghost of warmth. All right, everybody, so my cards were allegedly filling up. That happened on 2 cameras. Batteries were dying. So I took that as a sign that I should probably get the heck out of there. And it's probably a good thing I did, because inside of my nose is kind of frozen up. Fingertips hurt, they ache. And because I had these fingers out. And not to mention, these gloves are not made for this kind of weather. But out there on the river, you're in the middle of the river, literally, on that island. So it's really, really cold out there. But nonetheless, I probably would still be out there if my card didn't fill up and my batteries didn't die. I didn't want to change batteries on the M50. Call me lazy, call me whatever. But one thing, so somebody brought up in the comments a video or 2 ago asking what do I do I let my camera adapt when I go back home after being out in weather like this? And that's a great question, and yes, I definitely do. And sometimes I'll pop the cards out, like right now when I'm still out in the cold, and I'll bring the cards in so I can download the images and all that. But leave your camera bundled up in your camera bag, like mine's back here still. I pack everything up and it's bundled, and I'll take it into the house and I'll leave it in the camera bag probably overnight. I mean, at least for a few hours, so let it reacclimate. That's just so you don't get condensation inside the camera, on the mirror, so on and so forth. So I don't know if that's a big issue with mirrorless cameras, because I don't own one. But if somebody does have any info on that, you drop it in the comments, because, you know, I'm not sure. But hey, frozen tundra out there today, and it was fun. It was good to get out. Like I said, I've been so lazy the last 2 days, literally watching football all day. So good to get out, get the heart beating a little bit, and get some images and some video, and yeah, it was fun. So hey, all right, everybody. Hey, thank you very much for dialing in. You guys know I appreciate it, and we'll call this another video. And you all know the drill. Like it if you did, subscribe if you haven't, ring the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And I am your old buddy. I'm Garrick, and I am your very best friend in the whole wide world. And if I could, I'd share a piece of this banana nut bread with you, but maybe next time. We'll see y'all. Bye-bye.